Tep, sisters and brothers, welcome to the house of divinity. I am Proof B, or Professor Bates for long. Welcome. Yeah. I know. I did the opening backwards. I was supposed to do which is ironic because on this video I wanted to talk about words and, well, not necessarily words, but chanting. Now, of course, words have a particular relationship to chanting. Now, when you get all into the esoteric stuff that I'm talking about, there's a difference. When you deal with words, we deal with something like what's called Kabbalah. And I'm not talking about the Kabbalah of the Sephora and the Tree of Life like we have here. I'm talking about there's another Kabbalah. The Kabbalah of the Word. Now, ultimately, the reason I wanted to add this to my teachings is because this language that we're speaking, there's a bunch of reasons, starting with that. First of all, this language that we call English was made up for specific reasons. It was made to keep the mind in check. Like you live in this apartment that keeps your consciousness from being around. It's like, yeah, walls everywhere. Well, it's the same thing with the words that we use. So throughout this, these videos, I'm going to be talking about the word a lot, because it's a lot of information, and it'll be really difficult to put it on like one video. No, it's impossible, because they will cut it off before it even gets to like 3 hours. Anyway, Kabbalah with a K or with a Q, whatever, when you're dealing with the word and you go back to what we speak called English, and you study, you find out that this English is what's called low. This is high, this is low. This English is called Low German. This English did not come from France. It did not come from Germany. What? It did come from Germany. Now, if you listen to German, you'll hear very similar words to English. Now, from Germany, it got into another type of German, and then it went to like England, the Saxons and all them. That's where it became English, and then it came down to us through Masons. Yes, look it up. Go find a picture or a drawing of Daniel Webster and all his cronies. What's his name? What's that first, supposed to have been the first president? George Washington, Benjamin Franklin. All these dudes, you will find pictures of them with Masonic regalia. That's the whole outfit. But they had the Masonic thing on, covering their thingy. but they got all the information. They got all the little bit of information from ancient. They got all a little bit, 33 or 32 degrees of information. It's not even knowledge. It's just symbols and talk. They got it all from ancient Kemet, ancient what you call Egypt. That's a Greek word, and it don't have nothing to do with us. Anyway, so I really wanted to talk about chanting, but I just wanted to mention the word because, again, obviously, without words, there will be no chanting. Now, if you go back to the beginning, as I'm going to say, and as I have said on previous videos, the first thing, no matter if you don't learn nothing else, the first and only thing you really need to learn is how to breathe correctly. So, I mean, if you're not breathing, then don't worry about it, because you're dead. But if you're a breathing person, even if you're breathing like, obviously, if you're breathing like that, you can improve your breathing. When you improve your breathing, you will improve your health and your strength, and you can be skinny like me, but still be strong. And it takes breath to speak words. Now, when I get into Kabbalah, I know I'm going to be saying this a lot, but it gets deep. Because when you deal with this, you're going to have to deal with each letter of the alphabet. Now, in here, we're going to deal with the German alphabet, because that's the original, the high form of English, German. So anyway, you got to deal with each letter, the color of each letter, the tone, like of each letter, da 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 da. You got to be on some shit. So anyway, let's move on into chanting. Oh, anyway. So chanting is, obviously, it uses breath. You have to have breath. If you're dead again, you can't chant. It's like, chant. So if you are a breathing person, which means you're alive, when you chant, now people get into this stuff. They get into this yoga stuff. I'm not going to say nothing about it. They get into these chants and haven't done any study on what they're doing with these chants and all this, putting yourself in all these stupid positions. And each different types of chants have different purposes. And a problem with chanting, especially in another language, like we'll have chants in our language. When you put a chant together, you put the letters together, you put the colors with the letters, and you put the tones with the letters, and you make a chant, you know what the heaven you're saying. But you go to India or something, you don't know what the fuck you saying. You don't know what the fuck you saying. Why am I saying that? Because these masters of these yogas and these chants, they can get you chanting shit like they did in the 60s with the Beatles and the record companies and all that bullshit. They can get you saying stuff that get you into them. Like you like, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare. Now you into Hare Krishna. What about you? Now, I just use that as an example because most of you probably know Harry Krishna. I don't know if Harry's really trying to get you into him, but I mean, you just go around chanting his name all day. Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari. What about Krishna? Is it the same thing in Christianity? Never mind, never mind. Don't go there, Bates. So, chanting. One of the chants that is connected to this whole yoga thing. Now, I'll talk about yoga, and I try not to talk bad about it. But one of the things that is pure, maybe, is the sound Om. Wait, do I got it right? Yeah. Oh. Now, they say, oh, Om. Now, you may have noticed at the beginning when I do it, when I start out, I say, ah. I'm doing it loud so you can hear me. Ah. So when I start out, I, ooh, that's different from, oh, I'm not going to go any further with that because that's one of the secrets. But, I mean, that part is out there. I'm not going to get into the particulars of saying it that way. But the first sound in the ancient Hebrew, what they call Hebrew, Ifri, is Aleph. They don't say it like you say a letter or a word, Aleph. They say Aleph. You understand? It's a breath. And then the breath is put on the rest of it. Ooh, not oh, ooh. I said I wasn't going to get into it. So since I changed I didn't change it. That's out there. People see A, U, O, M, or O, M, and it's up to them. Ooh, that rhymes. To decide which one they're going to use. We have a specific reason for using A, U, M, which I will get into on subsequent videos. Is it subsequent? Anyway, so I changed how the symbol is too. I'm looking at this symbol, Om, right? What the heaven does that mean? Now, if you just turn the symbol a little bit, and I've said this before, because I'm serious about this. If I turn the symbol, because symbols have a lot to do with how you think and what you believe and all that good shit. Turn the symbol and look at it. Don't just listen to what I'm going to tell you about it. Look at it for yourself. Now, I know some of you is like, okay, what the heaven is that? Now, on the other side of the room, which I talk about, and which I finally started making videos about the T.A.O stuff, we do what's called static postures. In these static postures, by standing still, the energy moves. It moves into the left and out of the right, and it moves like this. When you're holding that, what we call holding the post or holding the tree posture, you understand? And this strengthens the body and the what you call that, the form of the body, right? Look at the first part of the symbol. It looks like a head holding his arms thus. Now, that head with the arms is speaking a word or making a sound as he holds the posture. Don't fuck with this right now. I'm showing you shit that don't fuck with this right now. If you're not like been into yoga and all that stuff for a minute and you just starting with this, don't do this. Don't do what I just showed you. I'm showing you some shit. Believe me. I did something I wasn't ready for one time and I felt this great fire and sharp come up my leg. I'm like, stop! Wait till I'm ready for that. Your body, your nervous system, your body has to be ready because the things I'm going to show you, you're taking in energy. No. Real energy, electromagnetism, all that. You're going to absorb it to a larger extent. Now, if your nervous system is not ready, you're going to burn it. You're going to burn it out. You might stay alive, but you're going to be walking around like some of them Indians that practice all that dumbass yoga shit. Thinking they better than everything on earth. I'm getting off the subject. The next style, let me finish with Om. Now Om, whichever way you want to do it. Now Om is like an overall chant. Like the first one I talk about, A-U-M, is for specific purposes. Each sound, develops or activates a different part of yourself. Now when you say Om, or when you chant Om, that's like it's supposed to be like all the vibrations into one. So you vibrate in your whole body and you don't do nothing like, I feel I'm in tune now. No, you got to do it for a while and you got to do it for days and months and years and then now you in tune, dude. So you're doing Om. Now that's an overall chant, the Om, O-M. So what's happening is in this chant, you want to get your nervous system, your blood system, your bone system, your skin, everything is vibrating. Everything in your body is vibrating. That fluids are fluids because they vibrate at it. Bone is bone because it's vibrating at a different frequency. When you do Om, it's to try to get, or not try, to get all the frequencies on the same frequency. Now that's called resonation. Now when your frequencies are resonating, then without you doing anything else, they're going to amplify. I'm telling you secrets right now. I might get in trouble for this one. So Om is the overall over and over ritual, day after day after day. Then you will start to rise. Now all that sitting around like this all day long, thinking about the different 7 chakras and don't do nothing but sit there all day and maybe chant. Now I know there's yoga that moves and stuff, but I just did a video. I've been teaching a long time and all the few yoga people I've met still get sick. Why y'all still getting sick? Anyways, so the first type of, I think I said they have chants in Kabbalah. There's certain chants, but we do letters. And then you have Om, which is like the overall vibration. The sound that comes from the universe. And when you look up into the night sky, now we want to talk about black. Look up in the night sky. Now, the other type of chanting, well, let me mention this one before, when I talk about sound. There's something that we do in the Taoist art, I'll talk about and show the book over there, which is called the 6 healing sounds. Now, we do each of these sounds in the 6 healing sounds to vibrate different organs, like the sound. Well, that's the liver sound. The liver's over here. This is my right side. The liver's over here like this, behind that last rib. And it vibrates your liver so that it gets rid of toxins. You got a sound for the lungs. You got a sound for the heart. You have a sound for the, all this stuff down here, all this mushy, gushy stuff. So that's another type of sounds. You're vibrating things in the body. They have something similar like that again in Kabbalah. You don't want to fuck with this stuff again until you're ready. Another type of chanting is something like Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Now, in my house, this is I don't know if this is my thing, but this is how I see all these different words and chants and things. In my house, this chant, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, is used to manifest. See, you can sit up there all day and imagine, a new car, and you can smell it and see it and see yourself driving it. But if you don't know the words to manifest, man-I-fest, man infestation, if you don't know how to make things solid from thought, it's the word. In between solid and thought is the word. It's the word. The word. In the beginning was the word, and the word is God. Does anybody get that saying? It's like, oh, God is a white guy with a beard, or the dead guy on a cross. No. It's you and your word, dude. So, when these pyramids that I make and will be selling, this one with the opening in it, what you do is put whatever it is, a picture and other things that you want to manifest. So this would be a picture of your new car. You will put it inside of your pyramid. Now see, in Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, they use but it's the same principle. They use a box, I can't think of the word. You seen the movie with Tina Turner. They use that box, and when they chant, they face that box. What that is the box is collecting your, not mine, not good. Well, I won't say not good. It's collecting your sounds, your frequencies, your vibrations, and they got to be the same every time until your car, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, comes into reality. Then you can change up. But this is part of the problem. You got to stick to it. You got to be on point. You got to do it every day, and you try to do it at the same time every day. So I put my wish in my wish pyramid, and I do my chant. I do this for our system. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho, and of course I'm facing the hole should be facing me, because I'm saying it, and this foil is concentrating my thoughts. Your thoughts are real things. Just because you can't see breathing, you can't see air. Do you breathe? Well, you can't see thoughts. Well, you can now because they got machines that show you your thoughts. Your dreams. They got machines that show your dreams. Do you know where we're at these days? Today, right now, not in the future, right now, right now, right now. They are showing your dreams on machines. Good golly almighty. So you put this, your wish, in your mirror. Pyramid is a Greek name. And then try to do it every day at the same time. When you're doing the chant, you're keeping your wish, the picture in your mind throughout the whole chant. Don't think about Susie, rotten crotch. This is what I'm saying. It takes practice, dude. Because when you first practice, you're gonna be and your mind gonna go to rent, and your mind gonna go to, your girl or your man, da 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 da. But after practice, it will stay on point. Head tap, granite or a diamond stuck in granite. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Now, I didn't really set up for it, but I'm just going to mention the cannabis. When you do that ritual, part of the idea of the spirituality of cannabis or marijuana, the smoking stuff, is that when you draw the smoke into your lungs, that same electromagnetic energy, that same intention that you're focusing is going to become part of the smoke. Pretty much the same idea as if you light a incense. I think most people expect that or feel that incense smoke is going up to the Most High. So this just takes that to the real level, and the smoke that you actually had in your lungs. You don't do that with food. You shit food out. But you just took in some smoke and then you're blowing it out into the room and it's going to float around a little bit. Watch the smoke. That's a whole nother trip. If you got a lot of smoke in the room, it's going to move around and then it's going to dissipate. Where does it go with your intentions on it? It's going to somewhere, either the spiritual world or to the Most High, or maybe you gotta go to the spiritual world first and then to the Most High. This is where our ancestors come in. They are the intermediaries, like angels, the good ancestors, not the devils. I don't care if they related to you, they are devils. So anyway, I think I've talked enough. I can't get past this 30-minute mark when I'm talking. So, I'm still talking. Hit tap. Peace. I'm out.